See if this works. That's the best I can do. All right, who we got out there? Nobody. I don't know why you bothered. I don't know. Did I put it on public? Did I don't know either. I don't know. So, on that point, let's see. Is there anybody out there? If you're out there, say something, please, so I know you're out there. If you're not, well, then I guess you're not. Other than that, welcome to what's probably going to be a very short hit or miss because I don't have anybody here to help me talk about the topics. So I'm just going to go through some of the topics I've got. I'll let you know what's going on with me if you didn't know. So we'll go through that first. Hey, I'm your host, Night Strike, and yeah, I've been gone for a little while. For anyone that doesn't know, I've had family. Specifically, my grandmother. She was basically revolving door in hospitals because she's 99 years old and she wasn't doing well. And unfortunately, last week we went to visit her at the hospice. She had slipped into a coma. And then about 15 minutes after we left from visiting her, she passed away. So, lost my last grandparent. It's, so I've been trying to cope and mourn with that. And, I'm not crying, but I'd like to cry. But seeing her go from, being semi-lucid to just vegetative in the hospital for the past few weeks, I'm just out of tears because I saw it all and it's just heartbreaking. It was literally heartbreaking. And yeah, so she's gone. I hope she's in a better place. I'm glad she's not in pain anymore. But that's what's been going on with me. That's why I haven't been around. I'd like to be around more, but when family's dying, you got to be with family, and unfortunately, that's what I had to deal with. So, Rose Carvelis is out there saying good evening from a rest area in Kentucky. What part of Kentucky? I probably know it. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me and why I haven't been around, because I mentioned it before, and off and on, I've been intermittent, and I'm trying to get back, but right now with trying to figure out where she's going to go, what we're going to do, as far as the whole funeral thing, it's kind of been a hassle. I don't like talking about it. I don't like mentioning it, but I figured it's something I need to get out. Otherwise, it's not good to bottle stuff like that in. So, other news, I got some topics to talk about tonight. They're not necessarily great topics, but they're topics. I did send out invites and to people, but nobody jumped in. So I'm doing it. I'm just going to get through these topics, and then I think I'll just duck out early, because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not in my top form tonight, and I don't know how long I can do this tonight, just because I want to do hit or miss, but the heart's just not in it tonight. And I don't want to lie to you guys. I want to be honest with you guys. Excuse me. I want to be honest with you. And, I'm willing, but but my enthusiasm just isn't there, unfortunately. So you're going to have to deal with a somber night strike tonight. So, all right, of the topics I have that are noteworthy this evening that I've picked out, they're both from The Truth About Guns. This one is from my mom and my grandmother's home state of Indiana. The Indiana Constitutional Carry Bill was killed due to police organizations' oppositions. What else? State Representative Ben Smaltz of Auburn, Indiana, he's a Republican, is puzzling over the failure of his gun rights bill in the Indiana Senate this week. Smalt's lawful carry bill sought to allow law-abiding Hoosier adults to carry handguns without the need to obtain state permits. It passed the Indiana House of Representatives by a 65-31 vote on February 22nd. 21 of the 50 state senators had signed as co-sponsors of the bill, including both state senators who represent DeKalb County, Indiana. Sue Glick, and Republican of LaGrange, Indiana, and Dennis Cruz, a Republican of, Auburn, Indiana. His bill almost certainly would have passed in the Senate if it had been allowed to come to a vote, Smaltz said Friday. Instead, two Senate leaders of Smaltz's own Republican Party blocked the bill by refusing to give it a committee hearing. Smaltz called the outcome very disappointing. He added the support was there, despite what was really trying to be done for the lawful good guy. Decisions were made contrary to that. Senate Pro Tem Roderick Bray halted the bill because of opposition from Indiana State Police Superintendent, the State Police Chiefs Association, and Indiana Fraternal Order of Police, he told the Associated Press. And that was by Dave Kurtz in Failure of Gun Rights Bills, Puzzle Smaltz. Of note, I do want to mention this. The organizations in question and the leaders of said organizations, the Indiana State Police Superintendent was named one of them, and that was Douglas G. Carter. The Indiana Association of Chiefs of Police President, Chief Jim Lane of Syracuse, Indiana Police Department. Indiana Fraternal Order of Police President William R. Owensby. Those are the guys that killed your bill. Those are the guys that killed the Indiana Constitutional Carry Bill. So be aware, if you're in Indiana, to give those great, shining examples of law enforcement a piece of your mind. So, with that, there's that. Some good news. So we got some good news. some good news is Remington Ammunition is back. Remington Ammunition wants you to know that they're back. When the Remington bankruptcy sweepstakes ended last fall, Vista Outdoors, makers of Federal, Spear, and CCI ammunition, were the high bidder for Remington's ammunition business. That was very good news. As the nation's largest producer of ammunition, Vista knows a thing or two about turning out quality gun food in very large quantities for your firearms. Vista has been working ever since getting Remington's Lenoke, Arkansas production facility back up fully, online, and cranking out rimfire and centerfire ammunition. All during a time of significant supply chain challenges and the biggest consumer demand for ammunition since forever. Now Vista wants to let the world know that the process is complete, and Remington, otherwise known as Big Green, is back to cranking out lots and lots of ammunition. 24/7, 365. Remington Ammunition released a statement saying, Remington Ammunition, America's outdoor brand, known around the world for generations by outdoor enthusiasts for its iconic green boxes, today announced the much-anticipated brand homecoming and factory reboot in Lenoke, Arkansas facility. Hundreds of American workers are now working around the clock under the highest quality standards to meet the ammunition needs of shooters and hunters across the country. The company just released a video featuring Remington Ammunition President Jason Vanderbrink. We've all seen him already on videos before, showing firsthand that Big Green is back. Vanderbrink tours the plant, talking about his plans to dramatically ramp up production, overcome supply chain issues, and demonstrate that the storied ammunition company is working overtime to address the needs of customers around the world. Vista Outdoor, the new steward of Remington Ammunition and the Remington brand, took ownership of Big Green, Arkansas's manufacturing facility last October after acquiring select Remington assets. Under Vanderbrink's leadership, Remington has been working 24/7 to retool and reopen the plant. Hiring hundreds of skilled American workers to revitalize operations. Today marks a historic milestone for our industry. I am joined by the hardworking crew at Remington Ammunition, the entire team at Vista Outdoor and shooting sports enthusiasts across America in celebrating the rebirth and resurgence of Remington Ammunition, said Vanderbrink. What else? The shooting sports industry has experienced unprecedented growth and demand for high-quality ammunition, in large part driven by millions of new legal firearm owners joining our community over the last year. Our message to new owners and to our millions of diehard Remington Ammunition fans is that our operations are in full swing, our quality control is second to none, and our entire team is working tirelessly to make more ammo. Up-to-date information about Big Green's comeback, ammo availability, and future new products are available at the company's homepage, which is, it's a huge link, Remington.com, obviously. And social media outlets. Find legendary Remington Ammunition at dealers nationwide and online. And that's the end of that. And I want to get back. I want to touch up on the ammo shortage and a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation right now that Remington is back, is that the ammunition shortage wasn't just because there was lots of buying. I will agree that it's probably a ton of factors, but a lot of people are speculating that the major factor that we having an ammunition shortage right now is because Remington had stopped producing ammunition because of the bankruptcy. And I'm going to say that's probably part of it, but I don't think any ammunition company could have foreseen the amount of demand for it from once the COVID started to the defund the police movement to cities with lots of rioting and looting. I hate to say this, but there's a ton of factors in this. There's a ton of factors. It's not just the new owners. It's the people that want to defend themselves from, being hurt by mobs. It's the people who want to defend themselves because, well, the police don't have the funding to protect their areas anymore. It's not just one factor. We have 7 different factors that probably take an equal part of what's been going on in our country, and that's all contributed to the ammunition shortage. And then you have the people that like to buy more than they actually need. But again, as one of my great friends says, and as his namesake goes, there's never enough ammo. So there is that. Let's go and read some of the comments and the people that are out there on the YouTube chat with us this evening. We've got Guns and Barbecues out there. Rolis says he's just south of Cincinnati. I think this is the Walton area. I know what you're talking about. He says, do what you can and don't worry about the rest. That's what I'm going to do. Warsaw Pager says, Night Strike, where's my invite? We're talking about articles. Yes, we're talking about articles. Guns Barbecue says, have no worry, Night Strike. You don't owe anyone anything. Just do what's best for you and your family. I'm trying. It's been really rough. It has been really rough. Let's see. Rose Garros says, sounds like no donations for their groups. Yeah, if you live in Indiana, don't donate to any of those groups at all. I'm sorry, but let them get defunded. Those are some of the groups that I would say you want defunded because they're actively working against you. Yeah. Yep. Mr. FNH is out there saying, what up, Gun Nation? Jumpy Killer's out there saying, hello, guys. Hey, Jumpy, how you doing, buddy? Mr. FNH says, hopefully they make a significant dent in the ammo shortage, pricing, and availability. Amen to that. Amen to that. I really hope they do make a dent and they do make a difference. Well, as I said when I was going over this earlier, yes, they probably were a contributing factor, but I don't believe that they were the only factor that equated this ammo shortage, because we have, as I just stated, you had riots, you have civil unrest in the country, you had police departments getting defunded. So honestly, if you call the cops, you expect them to be there maybe within an hour, if you're lucky. But with the whole funding thing, depending on the area, the cops will get to you hopefully within a day, if you're lucky. It just depends on what happens. And before I read Jumpy's comments, and this is nothing against you, Jumpy. It's just that I want to put this out there. The police's old motto was to serve and protect. But as Jumpy has said already, police really don't protect. It's up to Jumpy goes on to say that it's up to you to protect yourself, and he's absolutely right, because the police's old motto to serve and protect, they don't have to abide by that anymore because they won that in a court battle, which is a pretty awful thing when a lot of us here in the United States were raised and taught that the police were there to serve and protect and to enforce the law. But if they're not serving and protecting, then how can they enforce the law? And that's the point I wanted to make across. So. Again, Jason Stewart jumped in here. Jason, of the topics I'm talking about tonight, do you have any comments? Anything you want to get out there that I haven't mentioned? Anything you want to add? Please do.
No, just hopped in, man. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to hear Remington's pumping out some bullets. But as soon as I heard that, the new plant, new workers, makes me kind of think, even though the ammo shortage and all, maybe I'll wait on Remington and just see what the quality is,
Honestly, it's by the guys that make Federal. Honestly, I don't think they're going to make bad ammunition. I don't think they're going to make crap quality. I'll be honest.
Oh well, yeah, I trust
because
them.
I've got Federal
new,
22, and that's pretty good. So,
just in my mind, a brand new plant, a shortage,
well,
kicking stuff out as
it's
fast as you
technically
can.
not a brand new plant. Remington already had that plant before the bankruptcy, so they were already making ammo at that plant.
Oh, okay. I thought they shipped everything and built a set up shop all brand new and new.
No, that was the second plant that they had open. Remember, the first one I think was up north. So
it wasn't one of them in New York or something. And
yeah,
they've been shut down.
Yeah, so yeah, we're Jumpy saying militarized police have been proven not to do much when you need them. Prime examples: the Broward Coward, and the police waiting 10 minutes under the floor of the Mandalay Bay killer's room. Yeah. No, Jumpy, we're not arguing with you, buddy. Not arguing with you one bit. I understand exactly. I was just, putting a statement out there.
I will continue to stand by my statement about Remington quality, though. And, if it bothers them, Remington, you're more than welcome to send me some of your ammo, and I can try it out and see if things are good or not.
Yeah. Rollis Cabrera says, have to get up at 3 a.m. Good night, everyone. Good night, Rollis. Rob is out there saying, I will always avoid the 22 and UMC 9mm. Yeah, just like I will always avoid the Winchester White Box 9mm.
Now, I haven't had any bad problems with UMC 9mm or Remington, really. I mean, just for planking ammo and stuff, I've never had an issue with 9mm Remington. Not really. I even had a lot a year or two ago of what was called Remington Range ammo. It was like in a green and black box, and just did just fine. Accurate, shot well, didn't have any problems with it. But I still do I kind of like don't buy Remington if I have some other choices.
I was making a joke there. So, and Anderson Tony is out there saying avoiding 22 is un-American. Well, Rob is Rob D. NY Outcast, so he's in New York. So, his being American is questionable considering his state laws. Right, Mario?
I know you didn't just call me and invite me to talk smack about where I live.
No, I was talking about New York, not California.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we don't have 7 rounds in our magazines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys are up to 10.
Yes. We're ballers over here.
You guys are going places, man. I tell you.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to, fix your 10-round magazines to 7.
Yeah.
I don't.
Spare mag and you're packing 20 rounds of trouble.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You get 3 magazines, you got 30.
Yeah, it's a great thing that I got all my magazines after I came to the state.
Yeah, well, I've got family out there, Mario, so I understand completely what you're going through. So don't worry about it. I've visited them occasionally before and after the ban. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just an interesting time, but
no kidding, an interesting time. I know I've been going on this like a soapbox, but I went to Palmetto State Armory, the retail stores, and I can find 8mm Mauser new in box on the shelves, but I can't find any fucking 30-06.
Yes, yeah, because everybody is hoarding the crap out of that one.
I can't find the round that beat 8mm Mauser in a world war, but I think 2 world wars even.
Well, it's just that
I can find the losers ammo easy.
Yeah, and before Walmart decided to get rid of all their ammunition and all that, I had what I would call the Walmart effect. Anything that Walmart sells, I would buy. As far as caliber wise, for a gun, because I figure, well, the largest retailer in the United States carries it, then that makes sense to me, but
But
now
then,
that they don't longer sell it, I mean, the good thing is that a lot of my a lot of the pistols that I have and my rifles are all common stuff, So I mean, it makes it easier when you have to reload that stuff, It's just.
But now that they no longer sell it, or they're refusing to restock, that's going to eventually hurt their bottom line. It's going to affect their sales, and they won't like it. But apparently, they want to choose to play politics. And well, that's. I wonder how that'll work out for their shareholders.
Oh,
right.
Well, Remington's back, so
yeah.
So hopefully that'll help a little bit.
Yeah. I'm hoping now that Remington's back, so we get some more ammo in. We don't have to worry as much. But
Yeah. So what is Remington? Don't they own other ammunition companies, or they got rid of them all during the bankruptcy?
They parted out the entire company.
Oh, okay.
Everybody bought a little bit of everything. So PSA owns a couple brands. Ruger brought some of the brands, like in the case of Marlin Firearms. Okay, Ruger bought Marlin.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
Ruger's president last month said they were going to have rifles out on the market by the fall.
Yeah, they're going to have Marlin rifles out soon. So, which honestly, if I don't hate Ruger, I don't necessarily agree with everything Bill Ruger said, but again, he's dead, so what does it matter?
Oh yeah, I get you. Well, I just hope that the Marlin brand continues to be what it used to be.
I just hope it stands for American. That's all. That's my hope, and whether it does or not, if they get stuff made in China, well then I guess we'll have Chinesey and Marlins.
Got Japanese Winchesters.
We've got Japanese Winchesters, and then we've got the Howas. Those are Japanese too.
Hey, I can trust the Japanese making a gun better than the Chinese.
Okay, I've got one word for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nambu.
Nambu. Is that a manufacturing company that makes them?
No, it's the world's worst pistol, made by the Japanese.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
The
world's worst pistol. It was so bad that the Imperial Japanese officers that were issued them never used them, or didn't want to use them at all, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a 50-50 chance of it blowing up in their hand.
Oh, wow.
True story.
Wow, that's
So granted, things have gotten better since the 40s. I'll give you that. But again, there are some things I don't trust them with, and there are some things I do trust them with.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I want them to build me a video game system or a computer, yes, we're absolutely all the way. A handgun, not so much. You guys don't really do handguns. Yeah. I mean, you do good rifles. I've heard your shotguns are pretty good, but your handguns, no.
Your shotguns are really good rifles.
And people used to call the Arasakas, shit sticks, because they didn't like that, because I guess a lot of people got the late war models, which were, made up to the same quality than Nambu pistols, and they weren't built well. And I guess that's where the stigma comes from. Because the earlier rifles were built better.
Right. Because
they weren't, like that. Earlier in the war, they weren't surrounded by everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, because.
You got a little excited, huh?
Yeah, it's just, you got me a little excited there because it's something I knew about you to talk about, so yeah.
There
you go.
Sounds good.
But yeah, things. We live in strange times, man. Strange times.
Yeah, we do. I think everybody just needs to be vigilant, and I think we also just have to be very smart about the way we go about things, especially with this current administration. They're
trying everything.
Yeah, they're out to get us, man. So I'm like, I'm good.
I tell you what, it's a good thing you got out when you did, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yes, me too, man. I mean,
Because if you hadn't got
my-
out now, if you hadn't gotten out when you did, now you'd be in that. What is that? Learning how to check your white privilege card.
that whole BS about them having to be sworn again is a bunch of crap.
Right.
And I was like, oh hell no! First of all, I'm not swearing to this more. I swear to the Constitution, not this fucking douchebag.
Well, what does it matter anymore? Remember what Biden said? Biden said that the Constitution is not written in stone.
Yeah, well, that's the same guy that wants to bring all these illegals and pay and spend $60 million on them to house them in the United States.
But you know why he wants to do that? You know why the Democrats
because he wants more voters.
Not only that, but you know why the Democrats won't say this, but Tucker Carlson just laid it out there right there for everyone, either last week or week before, that the reason why they want to bring all illegal aliens into the country and make them citizens is so they can replace the actual voters themselves. Any Republican voter, so they can replace all the Republican voters or the independents, the libertarians, anybody that doesn't agree with their political agenda. They can replace them by bringing in and just swearing in, illegal immigrants as Americans. And then, giving them all this stuff and just making it so that they have a base that will always vote for them.
Try to buy their votes in.
They are they literally are buying their votes and literally just trying to outright replace the current voting base that they don't like with a voting base that they do like, because they'll always vote for them.
Yep, and it's pretty sad, but I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just so weird right now. It really is. I
hate to say it like that, but I've been watching the same shit happen since I turned 18 and I started voting. Okay? I've been watching it that long, and things have gotten progressively worse and worse and worse. And we got rid of the assault weapons ban, and then it's just like then there was another downward spiral.
Oh well, I knew that eventually it was gonna come back.
Oh yes.
I knew it. I knew these people knew that they made a mistake, and the only reason why it didn't pass is because the voters really pressured their Congress people to even because you still have like Democrats in states that are predominantly very pro Second Amendment, like Arkansas or maybe somewhere like North Carolina or something like that, or Georgia, and they know for a fact that if they vote against it or for gun, some sort of gun, what do they call it, the amendment? I mean, like confiscation, not confiscation, but just stupid laws that don't make any sense.
And Jumpy Killer says. That is what the Republicans did in the 1980s. It seems that most Hispanic voters don't seem to vote for them now. The Republican that signed that bill, signed a specific bill into legislation that allowed for this kind of thing, was everyone's favorite Republican president. And I don't mean Bush Sr. I mean the other one.
Reagan?
Reagan signed that bill. He made it so that this they could literally come bring people in and replace us. So, well, remember, Reagan isn't the greatest president in the world either, because Reagan also signed the assault weapons ban. Not assault weapons, but the machine gun ban of '86.
Right.
Because he did not tell them to remove the Hughes Amendment in the Firearm Owners Protection Act, which basically made a de facto machine gun ban. So anything made after 1986, unless you're military or law enforcement or the government, you can't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to play with it because you were in the military, but I'm too old to sign up and join the military at this point.
Oh yeah, it's and it's even harder for a lot of. I mean,
Even once you hit 40, you're too old to be in the military, man. It's a young man's game, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not 40, but I'm in the higher end of the 30s where they wouldn't take me in anyways. So,
right.
Yeah,
it's but right now it's so difficult right now, even for the people that are in it. I talked to a lot of my friends, and they're like, they're not liking a lot what's really going on right now. And they really feel like their hands are tied behind their back. And on top of that, there was a video that surfaced about Kamala Harris talking shit about the military and veterans and how the VA caters to fucking veterans. And
that they're supposed to. It's called. Isn't the VA Veteran Affairs?
Yeah, no, but she was talking about how much money the government spends on taking care of veterans, and I'm like, well, shit, they took care of you. It's a win-win, It's a fucking,
they went out and fought for us. You take care of them.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I
mean,
and little by little, there's been even. I mean, we even had that shit when we had that Republican speaker. What was his name? The guy from Wisconsin.
I don't remember, but again, because she's part of the socialist, wing of the Democrats, and Democrats have shown their disdain for the people that serve in our military.
Yeah, but see, here's my thing. To a certain point, every time they do that, it fucking backfires on them. It backfires on them bad, and it's like you continue to do that shit. You're gonna have more people that are against us, because through all this bullshit that's been going on, the constant fucking organization, which has stayed neutral and try to stay out of this whole fucking political mess, is the military. When
we got some comments out there. Ghost Shadow saying at Night Strike, shit's been going down longer than that since Carter. Okay, I'll give you that with Carter.
Yeah,
Ghost Shadow, because of the whole Iran issue. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. And he also says Reagan was from California. No, Reagan was the governor of California. But
he's
just FYI, he wasn't really from California. You know where he's from? He's from Illinois.
Yeah.
He's originally from Illinois.
Another freedom state.
Well, he was from Tampico, Illinois. He wasn't from, Chicago. I don't know where. I think Tampico's somewhere towards on the left side.
We also need to understand that Reagan was also a Democrat before he became Republican.
Yeah, he was a Democrat before.
Mm-hmm.
Though remember, Reagan wasn't he around in the 40s too?
No, he was doing movies at that time.
In the 40s and 50s, he was a I believe or more so in the 50s, I think. He was
but then towards
a
the
movie
60s,
star.
Towards the 60s, before he won his seat, let me look it up real quick because I want to make sure I'm.
Because the reason why he got elected in the first place was because he used to be a famous movie star.
Yeah, well, that shit helped fucking.
He was also a radio star too.
That helped fucking Schwarzenegger shit.
Yeah. Reagan was also Reagan. He did stuff during the war too, World War II. So he was in radio and film, and he was part of the. I think he was part of the Army's film department.
He won he became governor of the state of California in 1966.
Oh.
And he left office in 75.
Yeah, but most people in the 40s, I would say.
I know for a fact because I saw his famous speech, and this was before he was even governor, where he started talking about socialism and how this would fucking end up, destroying the United States. That was like right before he actually ran for governor.
So, interesting to note of Reagan. Did you know when the war ended, he was retired from active duty as a Army captain?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, he served.
he
And see
served.
that was the norm back then. That was like
It doesn't matter if you were in the movie, if you're a movie star or a radio star. What you did, you joined the military and you did it for the military instead.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because it helped the war effort.
but I'll be honest with you. There's, I mean, for as many bad things as he did, because he wasn't a perfect president. I mean,
No.
and if it wasn't for him, I think this country would have gone and would have sank even further. And,
Right. And say what you will and hate him. I dislike him for banning some of the stuff I owned. But the fact is that honestly, comparatively, what we had before Trump, honestly, I don't think Trump did that bad a job. Granted, he had a big mouth.
Didn't.
He had a big mouth. But from what I saw him actually go and do, I liked what he was doing. More or less, at least 80% of the time, I liked what he was doing. Yes, he did ban bump stocks. I didn't agree with that. I didn't like that. But again, as Mario said, you're not going to agree 100% with a president.
No, you're not supposed to. But
No.
I think as a president, you really want to do what's the good for all people, for all of your people in your country. And I think a fine example of what right looks like is when you see how you handle the border and how the border was being handled when he was there, and the fucking debacle that it is now.
Yeah,
that's a huge fucking thing.
Yeah.
Another thing that kind of concerns me, and I think eventually it will happen during Biden's presidency, is I really see us hitting a recession and hitting that shit hard.
Yep.
And I think people, I mean, to be honest with you, if you haven't refinanced your house or done whatever the fuck you need to do financially, man, you might want to do that shit now, because I'm already seeing it. I'm, little by little starting to notice the changes in the stock market. And I know it's not everything is run through the stock market, but you really stop and think about it. A lot of people that ended up getting this little stimulus money that they got, half of the motherfuckers ain't even spending that shit. They're paying off their bills. They're doing all these little things
I bought a new laptop, and I'm looking at probably buying a gun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people don't have your financial sense, fucker. So they are paying off bills. I mean, that's something.
No. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, the thing is, I needed a new laptop, so I can.
Well, that's good, because that's an everyday thing you use. So
because it actually helped me, because my old laptop, the hard drive was dying on mine, and I had one of those thin books, and it's a pain in the ass to open that and replace the hard drive. Yeah. At that point, you just want to replace the whole laptop.
No, I get you.
I can put that off, and also I can put that off of my taxes this year too.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
yeah. What kind of gun are you looking for?
Well, I wanted to buy an AK, but I'm about $400 short. So because of the prices right now, so I'm probably gonna just get one of those AK shotguns instead.
The Segas.
Yeah, the Sega copies. I was probably looking at getting one of the Lynx 12.
I've seen. Aren't those Turkish?
They're all made in Turkey. Every single one of them made in Turkey.
Yeah. But you know what? They're not bad guns, though, man. I can't really say nothing bad about Turkish guns.
The shotguns, it's a shotgun. I mean, if it, what I've seen of the Turkish, shotguns that are the Saga copies, and even the AR copies, they run.
I've heard some issues on those TriStar ones, but
TriStar, no, TriStar, but I see Jason Stewart got something. What'd you get, Jason? Go ahead and show this picture again. What did you get?
Okay, wait a second, man. Let me get my mic turned on and my screen share.
Yeah. So you totally derail us. What'd you get?
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Is that the new one?
Yeah, I just got it put together last night and tonight.
Oh, nice. You got the Wilson combat grips and everything. That's nice.
It's a 92X Centurion, and it's got everything Wilson's got. I got single-sided decocker. I got the sights. I got the big dot Hackenthorn front sight. The grips, the mag well. It's got the action tune springs, the ejector, the firing pin, and hammer spring. Skeleton hammer. I left the whole trigger system stock. I didn't get a trigger bar. I just polished up the sear and the hammer just a little bit with the stone. I didn't do anything. I left it all stock. This is a carry gun.
I'm going to recommend you go and get the Wilson Combat trigger spring replacement.
Oh, well, I got Wilson Combat spring in it. But I mean, I didn't get a trigger bar and fancy I'm saying the trigger spring. I'm not saying the recoil. The trigger spring, the one that goes right behind the trigger. Right there, the trigger return spring.
Yeah, that's the one you want to replace because I heard theirs is top notch.
Yeah, that's what's in it right now. That's what I put in it. It comes in you can buy a action tune kit, and it comes with all your springs, and it comes with 2 different hammer springs. But this is all tuned up, man. Trigger's perfect. Not too heavy, not too light. Double action pulls. Sights don't move one bit. Hammer drops. No vibration. Sight doesn't move. It's perfect. You don't want it any lighter. You don't want it any heavier. I really love the sight, man. It's a real big dot. It really fills in the whole rear sight. And how is
that the rear sights on it?
It's the Wilson sight. It's a U-shaped cutout, and it matches that circle right there. There is no side. There is no gap in the sides. That sight takes up your entire rear sight. So it's a little tough on bullseyes because I have this is the X version. See, it's straight in the back, like a 1911.
I gotta address some comments out there on the YouTube side. GJ Plain Eyes is saying swapping drives is most laptops now is 6 screws to get in and 6 inside, plus cable connections. Well, most laptops it's even less than that as far as inside. But with the ultra thin books, and I'm talking the ultra thin books from like 2012 or 13, it's about 8 screws, and then trying to unscrew about 15 to 20 other screws to get it out because they decided to compact everything down. I'm not tearing that thing apart. I hate tearing that thing apart. I've torn plenty of those laptops apart, and I refuse to do it. I'm just letting the drive die in that thing because it's 2013 was when the laptop was made. I think it's time to upgrade. It's 2020. 2021.
I think you got your money's worth out of that sucker, bud.
I'm on a 2008 laptop.
That thing came with Windows 8 on it.
That's sweet, man.
Windows 7 right now.
So my old laptop came with Windows 8. No.
Yeah. That's
no,
good,
it wasn't a Chromebook. It's an ultra thin book from Acer. It was crap.
Calm down, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Hey, no. I build computers. I fix computers. I know DJ Play Nice. I understand, the whole fixing computers.
I think we all know that, bro. Just calm down.
I need to breathe.
Yeah, no shit, man. Jesus.
Man, I won't never bring up hard drive replacement.
Yeah, don't bring computers to this guy.
Only on this one because I really needed a new laptop. It sounds like he was trying to justify me into taking that laptop and back and just buying a gun, and it's like I really need this laptop.
Yeah, got it.
But normally it's easier to replace laptops than it's easier to replace hard drives than other laptops. So. And the newer ones, they make it easier-ish. So.
Okay.
We got some comments out there. At Night Strike, building a rifle sucks. That prices of parts have doubled, tripled since I built my last one. Yeah, I've got like two ARs. I've got to build that AR pistol. I don't know if I'll ever finish just because of prices. And then I've got an AR lower that needs a 5.56 upper, and I really don't want to pay $500 for the upper receiver, the bolt carrier group, and the charging handle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous right now, man.
Right?
It's ridiculous right now. But hopefully things will get better, man. That's all we can do. Let's hope things get better.
11 Bravo Grunt is out there.
That's me, fool.
That's you?
Yeah.
So that's your new channel. Okay.
Yeah, that's my secondary channel.
Yeah. All right. What the hell did she walk into? You walked into... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is at this point. I don't know.
Hey, Mystic. Hey.
Yeah, so... Joe Shadow says, at Night Strike, I just replaced my laptop this spring. My previous came with Windows XP.
Oh,
wow. That's one hell of a long upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
Mystic told me she was going to join your show, but Snob's hogging up all the bandwidth out there.
Yeah, well,
sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and again, Mario, you get anything new or interesting lately?
Not new or interesting. Well, I've just been playing with my Dylan 550, kind of getting my reloads done, like just something different, you know. So I had to test different loads, and I can tell you guys without a doubt, man. If you ever do reload, I will tell you eventually move up to a Dylan, man. It's a game changer, it really is.
Oh, I know.
A lot of people don't want to justify the amount of money that is, but
they are on the little more expensive side.
Yeah, they're not a little, they're a lot.
I was being diplomatic.
No, everything. I'm telling you, it's like when you go to the Harley dealer, man. It hurts every time you go in there.
No, I know, man.
You know why it says HD? Because you're going to spend at least $100 at the freaking store, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So no, man, that's pretty much it. I've been just busy with other stuff, like doing a lot of interviews right now. All of a sudden, people want to fucking hire me or want to interview me. Just kind of weird. For the past 4 months, I ain't done shit. And all of a sudden, everybody wants to start interviewing. So,
well, good luck.
Yeah, hopefully, man. You know, I got a final interview tomorrow. Hopefully, that one goes well. And get a job offers, you know. But now that I retired from the military, I just been really picky as to where I want to go next, you know, because now I have a choice. So I've been just very choosy of the companies I try to apply for, you know, because
if you don't mind just going a couple hundred miles to the south and to the east, you know, I hear this great place in Arizona has better gun laws.
No, they do, man. But you know, to be honest with you, there's more issues. I just can't just up and leave, bro.
I know.
I own 2 homes. I have all kinds of other shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be a major pain in the ass whenever I do decide to move.
Yeah. So. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, man. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me. What I'm starting to do is I just been taking the wife to different places and just going and visit, you know, places that I've always wanted to go live and see if she likes it. But I haven't got her to like want to say, you know what, maybe we should look into the real estate here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm hoping one of these days she does.
Right.
Living here.
Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike in 2016, I built 2 ARs for around $250 to $300 each. Yeah,
that's about right.
Yeah,
that's about
right. I normally built mine for about 4 just because I got PSA parts, so I didn't have to assemble the upper receiver because that's a pain in the ass.
No, the reason why mine costs me more is because I use Aero Precision fucking upper and lowers, and I like those a lot better. I'm just more particular with those.
Well, at least it's Aero Precision, and you weren't one of those people who say you only have to use Noveski.
Oh no, fuck no. I mean, I also have one that's made by Anderson, and I was really, really shocked and very surprised at how good that lower is.
Yeah, my first rifle was an Anderson PSA build.
Oh, okay.
You know, PSA
Yeah.
upper on an Anderson lower.
What's that?
PSA upper on an Anderson lower.
Oh, okay, got it. No, that's good right there, man. It's a you know, and I did buy an
And
upper.
I assembled that myself. My first AR.
Yeah,
I didn't go out and buy it from some company. I went and bought all the parts and built it myself because I could just, you know, buy 1 or 2 parts at a time until I had the whole set, you know, and then I just assembled it.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think that's what I did with my first build. I started with the lower, and then I bought the parts kits for the lower, and then started getting the handles and the butt stroke that I wanted, you know, and then I moved over to the upper, and then I did the same thing. I just bought the upper by itself, and then just started buying other little parts that I needed. But you know,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass too, because you're trying to find different you know, retailers that sell this stuff, and half of the time they're out of stock, but there's crap. So I mean, it's always more convenient when you just go and buy a PSA upper, lower. It's so much more convenient, you know.
Well, for some of the individual parts, I can go to PSA and they have like a whole shelf with bins where they've got the individual parts individually packaged. So you can just take one, like if you need a spring, you just take a spring. If you need a roll pin, you take the roll pin. You need the bolt catch or the magazine catch. It's right there. You know, if you don't need the button, you don't have to get the button. If you just need the spring, you can just get the spring. You know, that is actually one of the benefits to their retail stores, because I don't know any other store other than maybe Brownells that does that.
Yeah, and I honestly I like going to certain websites, like the CMG website is really cool because
CMG is good.
They sell all the springs. So you want to get a spring kit, you can buy that, and usually you can get that like right away. They always have that stuff in stock. Well, not right now, but back then it was.
Before the dark times, yes.
Yeah, and I just wonder, man. There's times where I like wonder, like, when is enough going to be enough for a lot of conservatives to put up with this nonsense we got going on lately? Because
the problem is if we start we can go and protest, and if we protest, we'll be all right. But if we get violent, you know, that just justifies the left saying, "See, they're violent," even though the left is more violent than we are.
Wait a minute, they're just as fucking violent as we are, bro.
Oh, they're rioting and burning down cities right now.
They're worse. Look what they did to Portland.
No.
Honestly, they can't justify anything to me, man.
Oh, no. I know, but again, they also control most of your state.
Yeah, but to a certain point, you don't control half of the central state, which
they only control the six largest cities in your state.
Hear me out. You want me to feed your ass? You might want to think twice about messing with people in the mid state and the central, because we don't just feed California, we feed the world over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So keep pissing off the farmers, see what happens.
I'd rather be like he was at the gun shop doing something he loved, and he just 357. He was at the gun shop doing something he loved, and he just.
Wow.
What happened?
I clicked the wrong button on my cell phone and started playing Yankee. Ugh.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. Somebody help me. Somebody help me.
That liberal fucktard, man.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Dude, you're trying to give me ear infection.
You need to go to the corner for that.
I think we're done. I think we're done. I'm gonna keel over now. I don't feel good.
Man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, I every time I look at stuff, and I'm like, how long is it gonna take for somebody to just go fucking ape shit on these motherfuckers? I'm just seeing it. I think it's gonna eventually happen, man. And then I told you so. It ain't gonna fucking matter no more.
I kept saying, man, you keep poking the bear. Keep poking that bear. See what happens.
What bear?
Keep poking.
Because from what I've seen, that California bear has no arms.
No, man, you're not getting the concept. Other that, or you have some really shitty sense of humor.
I've got a dark sense of humor. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, yeah, I honestly don't know where we come back from. Where we are now. I don't know. I don't know if we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, man, and it's gonna get to a point where
and eventually, as you said, we conservatives need to draw a line in the sand and actually stand our ground. Otherwise, we might as well just let the left just walk all over us and just do whatever the hell they want because there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or nothing we're willing to do about it. So, and it's sad to say it like that. I don't like to because, I know everyone knows me as Mr. Shall Not Be Infringed, but I can say shall not be infringed all day long. But if I'm the only guy standing there saying that, guess what? What do you expect me to do? You expect me to fight off, an army of liberals? Sorry, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm one man.
No, I hear you. Yeah, this stuff just really it makes me sick, to be honest with you, man. It really does, because I really just feel like people don't really get it how good we have it here, man. They really don't, man.
And New York Outcast, I've got plenty of relatives in New York, and I don't want to visit a single one of them.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I really don't.
I don't get it either. And, I think this is a good stopping point, guys. I want to thank Mario and Jason for jumping in and hanging out with me. And I know,
heck yeah,
I know Mario's dictionary is a little to be desired, because we're trying to keep it PG-13, 14 at most, and he goes a little overboard. So,
wait a minute, you started that? No,
I know I started it too. So I'm not yelling at him.
I'm the bad guy now. Okay, got it.
But I'm making you the scapegoat tonight. So
ain't that some shit? Yeah, blame it on the brown guy. I'm just messing with you.
My uncle's last name is Reyes, right?
I don't care, man. I'm just messing with you. Calm down.
But no. But seriously, I'm just, it's fine. It's fine. I know we got a little uppity, and it's our language was not up to par this evening, and I apologize for that. But I'm not really in the right mind right now because
I think none of us are, bro.
Well, mine more so because I had family that just died this last week. So
oh shit.
So yeah, I'm as I stated earlier when I started the chat, I may not be all here. So
yeah,
and that's even before me just not being here, anyways.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, I'm really sorry about your loss.
And it's fine. It's fine. It's just I think the worst part of it was watching it go from them being semi there to them just go slipping into a coma and then dying.
Yeah,
So anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up and commenting out on the YouTube side. I know we were all over the place this evening. I'm sorry about that. It's just and whoever sent me that Yankee video, you know who you are. You know who you are.
They sent you what?
Whoever sent me that Yankee video, you know who you are, and shame on you. To make me play that on air. Shame on you.
I'm starting to question you.
I know.
Seriously.
I'm not answering text messages anymore on air. That's just it. Done.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oh, so there's that. Let's see who was out there so we can say goodbye. So we had Willis out there. He went to bed early. Guns Barbecue was out there. Mr. FNH was out there. Artisan Tony was out there. You know,
Tony's in the house.
Tony was out there giving me a piece of his mind.
Hey, Tony.
New York Outcast was out there. Ghost Shadow. Defense Dad was out there. Jumpy Killer was out there. Who else? We have? DJ Plain Ice. We had Mystic Guns out there. Jason, were you out there too for a little bit? I think you might have been.
Yeah, for a second.
You might have been out there for a second. Other than that, that's Erstwhile I was out there. Didn't Yankee do a fundraiser for the Tube one time? He helped out with one of the fundraisers that GunTube was doing at one point. Yes, he did. But again, he doesn't text me his videos. So I might watch a video if somebody points it out, but I normally do not follow Yankee. Normally. Because I have enough dealing with my own videos and some of the videos of, some of the other guys here, try and keep a hold. I can't watch everyone's videos because if you know 30 or 40 people, you can't watch 30 or 40 people's amount of videos in a week. It's just not going to happen.
You just have to be selective in your playlist.
Yeah. So
I don't expect everybody to watch my video, but for some reason they do, and I'm like, wow, people really like me. They really, really like me. You still there?
Yeah, no, we're still there. So with that, we're gonna cut this one off. Again, as I said, I probably should have just ended it at half an hour because I'm not here tonight, unfortunately. We'll see you guys next week, and hopefully I'll be better.
Yeah, man.
But
stay up, brother.
I don't know. So thanks for listening. This was Night Strike trying to do hit or miss and failing miserably. So thank you all, and we'll try and see you next week. As far as any of the other live shows, I'll try and get them back. I unlisted the one I did on Friday because I said some things I probably shouldn't have said, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. I don't want my YouTube videos yanked for that. So I had to selectively say, yep, no. Just shut that one off too. So, yes, even I censor myself. If I think I shouldn't have that out there, well, it's not going to be out there, sadly.
Okay.
So, guys, we'll see you later. Take it easy.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. Stay thirsty, my friend. I don't have no tagline. That's a calf rope. Give them the bird. Shall not be infringed.
If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
Thank you, John Lennon.
Where was I with that? I'll see you on the next one. And on that note, how do I turn this damn thing off?